Students, welcome back. My name is English teacher Matthew. This is Learn Grammar in Use with Raymond Murphy, and today we're going to talk about the differences between present simple and present continuous. Let's begin the class. Come along and learn with me. Today we're going to start off by looking at the differences in the two tenses, present continuous and present simple. Present continuous is something we use when we want to say things are happening at or around the time of speaking when the action is not complete. For example, I'm talking to you and I'm in the middle of that. Present simple, on the other hand, is something we use when we want to talk about something in general, things that happen repeatedly. I teach English. It's something that I do repeatedly. Let's look at some other comparisons. Notice on the left is the present continuous and on the right is present simple. We know in present continuous, like I said, we use it to talk about something that's happening around now. So the example here is the water is boiling, be careful. The water is boiling, be careful, right now. But the present simple is a fact. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. It's not boiling now, but it usually boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Here's another example. Here we have happening now. Someone might say, what languages are they speaking? They're speaking languages right now. But we usually use present simple when we want to talk about the routine, what they usually do. So we can say, do you speak English? Do they speak English? It's something that we can ask when we want to talk about what somebody usually does. Another key difference between the two is that when we want to talk about something that's temporary, not forever, not permanent, we use present continuous. I'm living with some friends until I find my own place. It's not a permanent thing, it's just now. See, just now. But the permanent, what I usually do, is this. My parents live in London, okay? If I say my parents are living in London, the meaning is maybe not forever. But yes, if I say my parents live in London, it's what they usually do, okay? Here's another key difference. Last time in one of the previous videos we learned that always do is something that we can use in present simple to say what we do every day, for example. Here the example is, I always go to work on foot. I do it every day. I do it every time. But we can also use always with present continuous when we want to say that we do something too often, when we say that it's a little bit annoying, maybe it's a negative thing. I've lost my keys again. I'm always losing them. I'm always losing my keys. Yes, I always lose my keys, but it's a negative thing. I'm always eating chocolate. But maybe that's a good thing. What do you think? Another key difference is the difference between the verb think and am thinking. In present continuous, we use think to mean I'm considering something, I'm making a judgment about something. You can imagine somebody going, But here our examples say, I'm thinking about what happened. She is thinking of giving up her job. Notice here the preposition, think about something, think of doing something, okay? Here below is the present simple example. I think he's a good person. What do you think of my idea? And when we use it in the present simple, we are saying our opinion. We use think to tell our opinion, to say what we believe, okay? Another key difference is when we want to talk about an adjective, maybe somebody's behavior. And again, when we talk about their behavior with the present continuous, we're using it to talk about something that is happening now, but maybe not usually the case. But when we use the present simple, it's something that they usually are like. but maybe they are not doing it right now. So when we say he is being selfish, it means that's his behavior right now. But when we say he is selfish, that means that's what I think of this person. They are usually selfish. But maybe they're not here right now, and I'm just telling you that they are a selfish person. The other example, she is being obnoxious. Obnoxious. It's a good word, right? Obnoxious is like annoying, childish. And if somebody is being obnoxious, they are being obnoxious now. However, when we say she is obnoxious, again, like the previous example, we're saying that's how she generally is. She's just generally obnoxious. Don't talk to her. So, some verbs, though, are not used in the present continuous. Maybe you've learnt this before. We know that state verbs, verbs that don't show an action, we cannot use in present continuous, even if we want to say it's happening now. You can see the verb list below. Make sure you take a screenshot. Make sure you write these down if you think you will forget them. But basically, we do not say, I am wanting a coffee. We say, I want a coffee. I don't say, are you understanding? I say, do you understand? Okay? And this is very important, and this is sometimes some things that some people get confused with. Just remember, state verbs, things that we do with our mind, some things that we think about, we cannot use with present continuous. The action verbs are the ones we use with present continuous. And the action verbs are the verbs that maybe you can show me with an action, like drink, eat, for example. Maybe you can think of some more. However, here we have the senses. See, hear, look, taste, smell, feel. Here we need to remember that with see, hear, smell and taste, we need to use present simple, again, even if we're talking about now. Do you see that man over there? These socks smell really awful. This drink doesn't taste very good. They're all about now, okay? But we're using the sense verb in present simple. But with look and feel, slightly different. We can use both, but when we use both, they have the same meaning. So when we say, you look well today, and you are looking well today, the meaning is the same. How do you feel? How are you feeling? Meaning is the same. Well, I hope you're feeling great, because we've just gone through a class talking about the differences between present simple and present continuous. If you want to learn more, then I suggest you watch the other videos in this playlist. The two classes before today, we actually talked about the foundations of present simple and present continuous, and I think you should watch those videos too. If you want, there's a link right here. You just have to press it with your finger. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you press subscribe, make sure you press like, and say hi in the comments. And until next time, keep practicing.